Social distancing, quarantines, no public gatherings, and travel restrictions mean no monthly meetings until further notice. The SOWEGA Beekeepers Club is trying an online alternative through Facebook. For these meetings, the officers will send in their reports and comments to be read. We would like to especially encourage members to come up with something for the program part of future meetings. Opening by Jim Tippins, President. Hello, Bee Club, from deep in the recesses of quarantine. In this no-contact time, I hope you, your family, and bees are faring well. It has been an active month. We have had a few swarms and several splits. More will be revealed in the video Hive report produced by Thom, who was kind enough to come to the house to shoot our video Hive report. Reports. Minutes. Our April meeting was hosted online, and the minutes and the financial report were approved via a Facebook poll to maintain state social distancing guidelines. Minutes from the April 9th, 2020 meeting. Jim Tippins, opening statement. Old business. The club and Friends of Chehaw have reached an agreement on the MOU. The status of the bee school in light of the pandemic was discussed. We are still looking into sourcing the 2020 club t-shirts. Club members were asked to discuss and vote on what to do with the club's current bees and equipment. Per the new MOU, Chehaw will be providing bees and equipment for the club's apiary at Chehaw. New business. We will be doing online meetings until further notice. Members are encouraged to submit pictures and video content for online meetings. The new location for the club bee yard at Chehaw has been selected near the BMX track. The club's 501c3 paperwork has been renewed and the tax forms filed. A discussion was requested on the existing club bees and equipment. Some options are identify a location and relocate to create a second bee yard, sell hives to club members or Chehaw, donate 4 hives to Chehaw, or auction bees and equipment to club members. Hive report. Jim Tippins gave a Hive report with pictures. Program. A video demonstration of a cutout using a bee vac. Treasurer's report. SOWEGA Beekeepers Club Treasurer's Report, April 9, 2020. Beginning balance as of 4/1/2020 is $3,522.58. Deposits. 1. Membership dues, $20. 2. Raffle drawing, 0. 3. T-shirt sales, 0. Total deposits, $20. Debits. Total debits, 0. Ending balance as of 4/30/2020 is $3,542.58. Old business. Construction on the new club hive location is still on hold as a result of COVID-19. Spring bee school was canceled for the foreseeable future. Still, we are optimistic about hosting an event later in the year. New business. We would like to continue the discussion about what the club would like to do with our beekeeping equipment. Some ideas have been to donate, loan, or sell the hives to Chehaw, or auction the items off to members during meetings. If you have any views or opinions about what to do with the equipment, please let us know in the comments. Officers have also discussed alterations to our team beekeeping program. One idea from our president, Jim, is to provide those that complete the season with a split from the hive they tended, if it is feasible to do so. What would you like to get out of the team beekeeping program? Efforts have recently been made to reach out to the president of Friends of Chehaw and the deputy director of Chehaw to receive clarification on our current MOU. Clarification is needed regarding what hive equipment we will be able to have in the club's apiary at Chehaw. I'm also hoping that we can receive some sort of timeline for our new location's preparation. Once I've received word on these, I will provide that information to the club. Hive report.
How you doing? I'm trying to give us a little online hive report since we can't have any meetings. Thom here is helping us out, and special thanks to him. All right, these hives that we're looking at right here, these three, these are my splits or swarms that I've caught in the last few weeks. There was 4, but now it's ready for my next one. That one didn't as strong as I wanted it to be. And then over here later on, you'll be seeing we're going to be gathering some honey and maybe even doing some splits over there. And that's our main hives, or I call them, for want of a better word, the swing set hives, because I've got them under a swing set. A little tight, I figured that out, but I wasn't planning on this being a 6-month deal. It was supposed to be only a couple months. So anyway, they're labeled 1, 2, 3, and then 4 on the back side. And then we get the 5th one will be the long Langstrip of that Don so graciously donated to the club. So we are getting our long Langstrip being used and trying to work that into everything. Now these, go ahead and smoke these bad boys. They're gonna let you know. Yeah, we're coming.
Oh, there's brood up here, and you wanted to take this as honey.
Is there brood up there?
Yeah, we gotta wait for the drone brood to emerge.
Oh, okay. Well, no honey extraction today then.
No, just hive inspections, but we gotta... I mean, it's capped, so... Alright, when we pull this, it's gonna be heavy, and you're gonna put it over there.
Right.
And
standing up.
Put it on its end if you would.
Right.
Alright, and I got the queen excluder, even though it's sticking. There you go. Yeah, she's laying up here great. Looks nice. Just a pretty frame.
Yeah. That was one thing I did notice. I mean, because there were a couple of them, it was like the perfect bee frame, you know? A little bit of honey in the corners, round brood throughout.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. Let's put this back where that's most of the honey.
These have been the hottest ones of them all.
Really?
Yeah, they'll be the ones that'll chase you up on the deck. You have to sit there and you suit for a little while. But you know, with some of these storms that have blown through here, this might be kind of empty.
You like putting boxes under.
Yeah, well, I was trying to give them another breed channel. Is that a bad thing?
But if there's brood in here, an empty box, and brood in there,
well, okay.
You're separating the brood.
Right, so I should have moved that brood from there and down to there.
Well, just put the box on top and let them travel up.
Also, you got to keep in mind, 2 months ago, this was only a double high box.
Right, but if you split that double high box, that's brood in both, and put an empty box in between, you split the brood in half.
Okay, and that's bad.
You don't, the rule is never split brood.
Okay.
And that's what, when we rearranged over there,
Yeah,
I was making sure that all the brood was together, and then your empty space.
Okay.
But they're looking great, so.
Despite me working on them. Huh?
Oh, they do really good in spite of us. You've got 2 empty frames. I just want to put the empty frame in a different spot, just so that they'll. Otherwise, they look awesome. So I'm just putting the empty closer to the end.
Yeah.
So that
they can either honey it or.
Yeah. Well, they just need to draw it out, but. All right, let's put it back together. It looks nice.
You want to go on the bottom?
Nah, I don't need to disturb them anymore. It's a lot of breed. All right, and then queen excluder went.
It's right here,
right there.
Because they're all on it. All right, I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna need some help though.
Understand. Yeah, they just They just need time for that drone to get out of there. And then they look awesome.
All right, hive number 1 here. It's the strongest hive in the bunch. It's 3 mediums full of brood, and it had one super almost full of, or almost ready to be removed honey, but there's some drone brood in it, so we're gonna let the drone brood emerge and then at that point take the honey. Dead Out contributed a mostly full box of honey, and these bees will finish that one up also. The donated hive from Kim. We found the queen, isolated her into the 2 mediums, and made a walkaway split with the deep. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, we'll combine them back. Hive number 3 looks pretty good. It's all full of brood, a little bit too much space, but queen right. All right, and here we got a plain old Dead Out. Looks like they absconded. All right, the split into the Langstroth deep is queen right and doing pretty good.
The first one here, it is a queen right swarm. They've put a lot of comb in the middle of the deep. So basically they have 5 frames of deep foundation drawn out now and 5 frames of medium foundation drawn out. They're doing really good. The second hive is a split that Jim had made, and it was made a little weak and it failed. And this last hive is a split that Jim made, and it's doing really good. They put 5 frames of brood in the bottom box, 5 frames of brood in the top, and we did a little rearranging to help them manage space.
Discussion. Voting to approve the minutes and financial statements will be done using a Facebook poll. We will hold an open discussion using comments on Facebook for the next 48 hours. Program.
This is how I re-wax my frames. I've got this big cast iron cauldron and a propane heater. I heat the wax. There's a bunch of water in there underneath the wax. And it's just as simple as taking a foam roller, dipping it into the wax, and coating the frames. Just a nice layer of wax, just enough to get the bees' attention and to give them something to work with when drawing out new comb. It's a great way to recycle all your wax cappings, and it gives the bees a real head start on drawing comb. Just dip and roll on the wax. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be even, just has to be enough for the bees to work with. The frames don't even have to be perfectly cleaned off. You can see with this frame here, it has a lot of wax on it still from the bees, so I just kind of give it a good dip and let it drain off, and that one's done. Dipping the frames is a lot faster. The hot wax does burn your fingers, and it does use a lot more wax dipping the frames than rolling it on. If you have a lot of frames to do and you have limited wax, you might just want to use the roller only. And yes, that was a cockroach. This is one of those projects that you want to start early in the morning so that you can get all your wax melted and still have time to get the job done. It does take a little while for the cauldron to warm up and all the wax to melt. And when you're finished, you have frames that sort of look like this. They're well waxed and ready for the bees to use.
Today's meeting is brought to you by TNS Bee Farm.
TNS Bee Farm produces Detectomite, the non-lethal mite detection system, as well as educational beekeeping DVDs. A quick Google search of TNS Bee Farm will get you directions to our self-serve honey stand. Or visit myhivetool.com.